Producers, listen up. You feel like AI is about to make you irrelevant in the next couple years? You know, with the whole Timbaland and Suno controversy, I can understand a lot of people have been feeling the threat, feeling the pressure that the role of the beat maker or the producer may not be as secure as it used to be. And a lot of you guys got to shaking. For a second, I thought I was at Magic City. So in this video, I'm gonna give you 3 easy tips on how to stay valuable and not get left behind in this new AI revolution. You ready? Let's get into it. Tip number 1 is to create a personal brand. Those days of being able to just cook up and email beats or just post type beats on YouTube are really going to be over. I was actually at a music conference not too long ago. Shout out to Wavy Wayne. And in that music conference, I was able to see what Suno has cooking up. And guys, it's gonna be pretty hard to compete with what's going on out there. But with a personal brand, people are gonna feel that human connection. People are gonna feel like I'm buying from a real person. This is what this person's passionate about. This is the type of music that this person likes. This is why this person actually makes beats and got into music production. People want to be connected to a real human, and that way they know that not only are they purchasing a beat from this disembodied figures that's somewhere out there in the ethos or the atmosphere, they're actually buying from you, John the producer or Susie the producer. They could put a face to the name. They understand who you are, what you like, and that when they're purchasing from you, they're purchasing from a real human being, and that's going to come from a personal brand. So even if you're afraid to put your face out there, you don't necessarily have to. You can wear a mask. Understand that you guys might be a little apprehensive to get on camera or show your face. You can find other creative ways to actually create a personal brand. Some producers don't show their face. Some producers, which I don't recommend it, especially with AI getting more advanced, you want to show a real human person doing things. But if you're just super introverted and you're scared to show yourself, you don't have to necessarily show yourself. At least post pictures or show you cooking up in the studio, show you meeting with recording artists or in the studio with recording artists. In other words, have people have a story in their mind of the person that they're communicating with and actually purchasing beats from. That's going to be your personal brand. That's your story. That's your reputation. And that is what's going to help you stand out from some auto-generated AI bot that's going to make a cool, crazy type beat. If a artist has to choose between that and between you, who they're actually connected to, who they actually communicate with, then they're going to choose yours over the AI bot simply because they have a real human connection. We've been communicating as humans for thousands and upon thousands of years, and that's not going to change just because some bot, some machine somewhere can generate a fire beat. And speaking of that, that's going to bring us into tip number 2. Tip number 2 is going to be communicate with artists. It's so easy to just upload a beat on YouTube or email a beat to an artist that you maybe met weeks, months, or maybe even years ago. But when you actually communicate with them, they're gonna know that you care, that you're a real human being, that you wanna be a part of their project, that you wanna know what's actually going on in their life musically or even just business-wise, as opposed to just being a beat hustler, a beat slinger, somebody who just wants some quick money. As you communicate with the artist, you show that you're interested, you're looking to invest in their future. And I'm mostly specifically talking about artists who have actually purchased a beat from you before in the past, so you can stay in contact with them, see what they got going on, and also see what kind of value you can add to them as well. In a recent interview that I did on my Made in the Studio podcast, Darrell Banks is a great producer, mentioned that he likes to actually pick up the phone and speak to the artist. Just whatever ways that you can do to show the person that you're actually interested, that you actually want to communicate with them. Show that you're real, show that you're human, and not just throw them a beat and then hope for the best. Actually speak to the person. And tip number 3 is to never stop learning. Man, there's all kinds of different tools, all types of different gear and gizmos that are coming out in this new AI wave. You never know what you can use that's out there that you can kind of incorporate into your own workflow. Some people are super anti-AI, that they're going to unfortunately get left behind. But if you're a person who continuously learns, understand how they can use AI in their creative process or communication process or working with artists in general, that's going to help you not get left behind. You're going to see AI as something that you can work with as opposed to working against. You can find an ethical way to incorporate it into what you do, so that way whenever things totally take off in these next few years with AI, you're not kind of sitting back as an old fossil who just fell off by the wayside, who's just, you know, shaking his fist at the cloud because the way things used to be back in my day are totally gone. So you can have a position with AI that's not totally oppositional and adversarial. Find a way to add it into your system so that way you're able to keep up and at the same time still maintain your humanity in the creative process and working as a producer with recording artists. So what do you guys think? How are ways that you feel like producers can kind of help themselves in the AI revolution? Make sure you let me know in the comments. Continue the dialogue amongst each other. Also, did you know that I have a Discord? Make sure you check out the link in the description to join my Discord. I'll be glad to have you aboard and have you join the family. Hey, make sure you hit like and subscribe if you enjoyed this video. My name is Desmond A, and I'll be back with more great videos. Peace. Desmond A.